Good afternoon, fellow YouTubers. Belch94 with another video today. Today I'll be talking about the City Rail USETs, which were part of the Intercity network back in the 20th century, pretty much, I'd say. So that's what I'm talking about. In the previous video I had to talk about the Oscar H sets. If you haven't seen what those are, there'll be a picture coming up in a couple of seconds. So I'm going to let the intro roll, and yeah. Hello guys, we're getting close to the end of this Intercity series. We've got one more to do tomorrow, which should be the new City Rail Intercities, which I'll do tomorrow. So, according to this, it's called the New South Wales USET, because I believe it was around before, it was around when City Rail was there, for the last 10 years of its life. So USETs are a type of electrical multiple unit operated by New South Wales Government Railways, which is what it was called back then. Its successors between September 1958 to November 1996. They were nicknamed the U-boats. The New South Wales Government Railway began planning the electrification of the main Western Line over the Blue Mountains from 1949, and with that plan in full swing by the early 50s, called tenders for 80 cars, 40 motor cars, 20 trailer and 20 first with Buffett trailers. With the contract was awarded to the Commonwealth Engineering Granville. I think technically they were called Comeng. So these are sort of based on VSETs too. Electric traction equipment was supplied by the Metropolitan Vickers, Manchester. However, before construction began, the order was amended with the 20 planned first with Buffett cars built as a full first class seating cars after review of the New South Wales Government Railways. That was conducted by American firm Embraso Services Incorporated in the mid-50s. Recommended the change. The USETs were a bit different compared to the suburban single-deck trains that were delivered at the same time. They were the first EMUs in New South Wales to feature stainless steel construction using technology from the Budd Company, improving train acceleration and giving the trains lower maintenance costs and longer usable life. The USET started to be delivered from June 1957, and the first sets made their first appearances that same year. The first appearance took place on the 22nd of June 1957, when they were hauled by an electric locomotive 4612 as a part of their first train to travel on the newly electrified Blue Mountains line. Normal services began on 15th of September 1958 and were all in service by March 1960. The cars were numbered as second class motor cars CF 5001 to 5040. Second class trailer cars were TF 601 or 6001 to 6020. The first class non-smoking trailer cars were EBT 6021 to 6040. The first class was abolished on the 1st of September 1974. You would have heard this with the VSETs as well in that documentary. This saw the removal of the world's second on all carriages and also allowed non-first class passengers to enjoy the benefits of non-smoking carriages for the first time. In service, the USET Initially entered service on the main Western Line to Bowenfields, which was cut back to Lithgow in 1974. As the electrified network expanded, they began to operate to Gosford in January 1960, Wyong April 1982, Newcastle June 1984, Port Kembla February 1996, Dapto January 1993. U-sets were supplemented by the V-set double-deck sets from 1970, and from the mid-70s they had the original lifted windows replaced by Bellical sliding windows. The withdrawal of the sets began in this is the withdrawal of these sets. The withdrawal of these sets began in 1994 as the new Tangara G sets began replacing them. The last U-set was withdrawn in November 1996. A number of the U-set carriages have been preserved and some are operational. Sydney Electric Train Society, CF 5003, 5006, 5021 and 5022, TFs 6006 and 6010 and EBT 6007 and 6038 at Goulburn and June Lee Roundhouses. Valley Heights Locomotive Depot Heritage Museum, ETB 6039. Dorrigo Steam Railway and Museum, CF 5004 and 5024. Glenmarie Mountain Railway, TF 6004, then 6005, 6014, and 6020, and EBT 6031 and 6035. Richmond Vale Railway Museum, TF 6001, 6002, and 6008, and 6009, 6011, 6012, and 6019, and ETB 6026. Ruthberry Roy Railway and Steam Museum Group, CF 5001, 5005, 5011, and ETB 6023 and 6032. The later four carriages being scrapped at North Ruthberry in April 2013. So that's pretty much it. So they were in service from 1958 to 1996. And as you can see, similar design from these trains have been moved into the V-sets, as you can sort of tell, I believe, from the door handles. Sort of the design of the window front. I mean, there is some differences, but there is a lot of differences with V-sets to double-deckers, but yeah. More close to, say, the Red Rattlers sort of thing, so you can say these are the Intercity Red Rattlers, but they'll nickname the U-boats. I don't know why they're called U-boats. I don't see how they were a boat. Don't see how they look like a boat either, but yeah, I'm going to show you a slideshow of these U-sets if you don't know what they look like. And yeah, I'm going to end this video. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.